The nightcap tonight features the visitors on the scoreboard, the Rocky Mountain Oysters of Grand Junction, Colorado, and the hometown Post 22 Hardhats. At this time, we'd like to introduce the starting lineups for each team. As we do, please line up on your respective baseline. For Rocky Mountain, leading off and playing center field, number 13, Eric Jacobson. Batting second, the catcher, number 7, Josh Wright. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 22, Gavin Cardoza. Batting fourth, at first base, number 14, Brady Gardner. Batting fifth, in left field, number 11, Blake Ellsbury. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 25, Baylor Schultz. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Grady McGuire. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 1, Diego Zamora. And batting ninth, the third baseman, number 5, Dean Marsh. And let's meet the rest of the Rocky Mountain Oysters. They are coached by Hank Bullock and Joe Lefebvre. And now let's get the starting lineup for your Post 22 Hardhats. Leading off, the third base, number 10, Aiden Roberts. Batting second, the shortstop, number 11, Blaine Hunt. Batting third, in center field, number 19, Lars Keeper. Batting fourth and catching, number 25, Josh Elder. Batting fifth and playing right field, number 14, Hadley Burris. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 3, Jackson Reeder. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 2, Kane McLeod. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 30, Braden Staples. And batting ninth, the first baseman, number 13, Briston Steen. Pitching tonight for the Hardhats, number 12, Roden Sales. The Hardhats are coached by Rich Downs, assisted by Nick Ewing, Bud Bartholomew, and Steve Wolf. Our umpires for tonight's game behind the plate, Mr. Chris Jackson, and on the base paths, Mr. John Whitcraft. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please stand and remove your caps. Active and retired military, we encourage you to render the appropriate salute as we honor America with the singing our national anthem, sung tonight by Patrick Roberts.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Patrick. And now, if you would bring your attention to the field, we have a special guest today throwing out the first pitch. Please welcome to the field Colonel Garrett Oakley. Colonel Oakley retired from the United States Air Force in October of 2025 after nearly 28 years of service. He is a former commander of the 28th Bomb Ellsworth Air Force Base in South Dakota, the largest B-1 combat wing in the Air Force, with more than 8,500 active duty military, civilian employees, and family members. He provided combat-ready aircraft, crews, and associated combat support for global engagement task teams. Colonel Oakley entered the Air Force in 1997 as an Airman First Class, working as an F-16 avionics apprentice. He received his commission from the United States Air Force Officer Training School in May of 2000. He then graduated from pilot training at Columbus AFB in Mississippi and was operationally assigned to the B-1B. He has served in a variety of flying squadrons as an instructor and evaluator pilot in the B-1B, T-6, and T-38. He commanded a T-6 squadron at Columbus Air Force Base and served on the Joint Staff as the director of the Joint Targeting School, Van Neck Naval Air Station, Virginia. He served as the director of the B-21 Integration and System Management Office, where he liaised between Air Force Global Strike Command and the Department of the Air Force Rapid Capabilities Office, supporting development of the B-21 Raider, the Air Force's top 3 priority acquisition program. Prior to his assignment as the wing commander, Colonel Oakley commanded the 28th Operations Group at Ellsworth, the largest operational B-1B group in the U.S. Air Force, with 1 operations support squadron, 2 bomb squadrons, and the management of the Powder River Training Complex. Colonel Oakley is a command pilot with over 3,400 flight hours in the B-1B, the T-38, T-6, and T-37, including 991 combat hours in support of Operation Enduring Freedom. He is a loving husband to his wife of 29 years, Kelly Oakley, and an engaged father to his children, Tyler Oakley and Delaney Caspar. Please welcome Colonel Derek Oakley. Once again, a big hand for Colonel Oakley. Their ball is caught by Hardhats catcher Josh Elder. And at this time, let's play ball.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, as we are here for just day 1 of the Veterans Classic, soon to be underway after a little bit of a delay. The opening ceremonies were canceled due to some weather, and now here, about 40 minutes later from the original game start time, we're about to get going, as the Post 22 Hardhats as in the Rocky Mountain Oysters. Post 22 tomorrow, as they play a doubleheader at 11:30 a.m. against Laramie, as well as a 7 p.m. game against Dickinson. Not so much a doubleheader, but 2 games played tomorrow of day 2 of the Veterans Classic. So Post 22, as they get ready to head out on the field, we'll take a look at them for defensively. From left to right field, in left field number 2, Kane McLeod. In center field number 19, Lars Kiefer. And in right field will be number 14, Hadley Burris. From third all the way to first. Playing third base will be number 10, Aiden Roberts. Playing shortstop will be number 11, Blaine Hunt. Playing second base, number 3, Jackson Reeder. And at first base, number 13, Brixton Steen, with Josh Elder, the catcher. And the starting pitcher for the Post 22 Hardhats is the lefty, number 12, Broden Sales. As he makes his way up to the mound, we'll take a look here in his stats. 16 innings pitched this season, a 1 win and 0 loss record, 25 strikeouts to 10 batters walked, with an ERA of a 3.06 for the left-handed pitcher in Broden Sales. As the first 3 hitters due up here for Rocky Mountain, it will be the center fielder, number 13, Eric Jacobson, followed by the catcher, number 7, Josh Wright, and then the DH, number 22, Gavin Cardoza. So those are the 3 batters due up for Rocky Mountain, as the defense as well for Post 22. As currently in Rapid City, South Dakota, 62 degrees, with it being very cloudy, with some showers that just came over us not too long ago. As the radar says no more rain here for the rest of the night, as we hope that stays the same and it does not affect the rest of this game. So Sales warming up to his pitcher and Josh Eller. The last time Post 22 played was last Friday, as they played the Sturgis Titans, as where they won in a victory 15-1. So Broden Sales, as he is now done with his warm-up pitches, as Eric Jacobson will get announced here to the plate, as the Veterans Classic for Post 22 will come underway. As Rocky Mountain, they had a doubleheader, as just not too long ago, they played against Dickinson. That game was at 4:30 as they had quite a bit some time off there to relax and to rest, as now first pitch will be ready to throw here from Broden Sales. As he looks down the middle, he waits his call from Josh Elder. And the first pitch is underway as Jacobson starts off aggressive early. He takes a swing and will miss here for an 0-1 start. Also clipping off the shoulder of Josh Elder, so he takes a second to shake that one off. As the home plate umpire, who will return back to his spot following that foul ball. 0-1 start to Eric Jacobson, the center fielder. And Sales the turn down the middle. Next pitch comes up high. That one for ball 1. Jacobson facing a 1-1 strike count as he awaits Sales' next pitch as he enters the right-handed batter's box. As Sales, the 1-1 pitch comes, swung on a miss for strike 2. As Jacobson has swung on 2 pitches, none of them making contact. The first one did, getting a piece off of Josh Elder for the foul tip. As Jacobson ready to see the 1-2, Sales gets his call from Elder. Another mean look down the middle. Next pitch comes. This one catches him looking for strike 3. And that'll bring us the first out here in the inning and the 26th strikeout on the season for Broden Sales.
Number 7, the catcher, Josh Wright.
So the catcher, Josh Wright, who comes up to the plate here for Rocky Mountain. Another right-handed batter that Broden Sales will see. Another look down the middle. First pitch comes as this one is going to be outside. That one counted for ball 1. As for Rocky Mountain on deck is their DH, number 22, Gavin Cardoza, following the strikeout to Jacobson, the leadoff hitter. Next pitch, Wright sees. This one comes up high. That one for ball 2. So 2 pitches on here to the second at-bat of the game, and Josh Wright, he'll start off on a 2-0 count. So Sales back on the mound, places his left foot on the bump as he looks down. As the 2-0 pitch comes, this one is down the middle, in for strike 1, as Josh Wright will watch that one come all the way through. So the 2-1 count. Sales with another pitch ready to go on his left palm as he delivers. The 2-1 now turns it to a 3-1 count as that pitch just low and inside of Wright. He looks over to his third base coach with Sales ready to go. 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Came from the strikeout from Jacobson. As Sales delivers this pitch down the middle for strike 2. So full count here for Josh Wright. As Sales, final preparations before delivering the next pitch. As the 3-2 comes, this one is up high. That one ball 4. And we're going to see our first base runner of the game, the first walk. As Wright will go on first base, as this is the designated hitter, number 22, Gavin Cardoza. As this will be the first left-handed batter that Broden Sales will see. As Cardoza will watch the third base coach give out the call sign as he steps in the batter's box ready to go to see the first pitch. Steen with his glove up and ready at first base. As Sales looks that way, here comes the first pitch. This one is up high, that one for ball 1. 1-0 start for Cardoza. As Sales being a lefty has that straight look shot to first base where Josh Wright sits. So eye never leaves off him. Sales looking back and forth. 1-0 delivery comes. This one is outside for ball 2. 2-0 count for Broden Sales here onto Gavin Cardoza following the walk that was just given out to Josh Wright on the last at-bat. As Sales the 2-0. This one down low and outside again. Elder scoops it up. That one not going all the way back as he will look at the ball to see as he is going to look for an exchange here. So Sales will be given a new baseball with a 3-0 count here for Cardoza at the plate. And Josh Wright, who walked on first. So Sales returns back to the hill as he looks down the middle. Looks straight towards Wright on first. Here's the pitch. This one is down the middle here, counted for strike 1. So the count 3-1. Cardoza with another look to his third base coach. Sales looking back and forth on first in the plate. As the 3-1 pitch comes, this one is in for strike 2. As Cardoza thought he was going to take that walk there to first base, as he is pulled back here to the plate. Full count on back-to-back at-bats here. As Sales lifts the leg, pitches in, swung on a foul ball. That one dropping right into the post-22 dugout from the netting. So 3-2 still here for Cardoza, the designated hitter, with the first baseman and Brady Garner on deck. As Sales, another look on first. Here's the pitch. It comes. Another foul on that one. A little late to the swing there for Cardoza, but he managed to get a piece of it and will stay alive here on the 3-2 count. As Elder adjusting his glove before he gets set and ready. As Sales likes the first pitch that he offered. As the pitch is in, this one is in for strike 3. Catches him as there's going to be a run down here with the runner on first. They throw as he won't get out in time. So safe on first. As 2 outs on 2 strikeouts for Broden Sales, as Cardoza looked a little shocked off after that pitch. A little bit of a higher one with a rundown with Wright on first. He was looking towards second as Elder threw it to second. As Wright slid into first safely. So this pulls up the first baseman, number 14, Brady Garner. So 2 outs now here in the first inning. Sales throws to first as Steen's tag won't get him out this time. So they're going to try again. Garner still waiting for his first pitch here on his at-bat. Sales another look to first. Here's the pitch. This one comes up high for ball 1. Elder on high alert of the runner on first in right, making sure that he doesn't take off to second. An arm that you don't want to test there from Josh Elder. As Sales kicks and deals on a 1-0 count. This one is inside, in for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike here. As we are no hits here so far in this game. Only 1 walk and 2 strikeouts to Jacobson and Cardoza as that pitch is in. So he gets picked off there on first, as that will end the inning for post 22. It will still resume for Brady Garner's at-bat at the top of the second, but that brings us the 3rd out here in the first inning. And post 22 rolling there defensively with 2 strikeouts from Broden Sales onto Eric Jacobson and Gavin Cardoza, and then the walk there following from Josh Wright as he got picked off. So that pulls away the first 3 batters. So Blake Wilson, who will be the starting pitcher for Rocky Mountain, a right-handed pitcher, as we'll take a look here for the Wasters defensively. As we'll start in left field. Their left fielder will be number 11, Blake Ellsbury. In center field, number 13, Eric Jacobson. And right field, number 25, Baylor Scholes. And from third to first, at third base is number 5, Dean Marsh. At shortstop, number 1, Diego Zamora. At second base is Brady Aguirre. And at first base is number 14, Brady Garner. The catcher, number 7, Josh Wright. And then back to the starting pitcher in Blake Wilson. And the 3 batters go up here for post 22 are the third baseman, Aiden Roberts, Blaine Hunt, and Lars Kiefer. For Aiden Roberts this season, we've seen him play at second and third base since he has returned from Garden City, where he attends college. Roberts a .353 batting average with a .577 on-base percentage, 6 hits, 3 RBIs, and 12 runs in less than 10 games played this season with post 22. 6 walks on 1 strikeout, and already tied for second on the team in stolen bases with 7.
Leading off for the Hardhats, the third baseman, number 10, Aiden Roberts.
So Roberts gets set and ready to go here at the plate. Top of the first inning down as Roberts steps in. Blake Wilson will get ready to throw his first pitch as he gives the call sign. First one is swung on here by Roberts, and a swing that went straight in front of the Rocky Mountain dugout. That one was going straight on the line as they're making sure this ball is out of the way. That one trickled all the way into the right field. So they get that ball out of the way, and then we resume play. So following the foul ball, 0-1 start here for Aiden Roberts. Wilson, the lean on in, waiting his call as he will get it. As the 0-1 pitch comes, Roberts another swing. This one into right field. This one is going to land. Roberts rounding first. Still picking it up here in right field. No throw has been attempted yet. Trying to get the cutoff as Aiden Roberts will have a leadoff triple. Great way to start off there on the bottom of the first on a leadoff triple for Aiden Roberts. Last time we saw post 22 play, we saw Braden Stapert hit 2 triples as the triple fever in the air. Blaine Hunt, the shortstop, who gets pulled up here to the plate, batting at a .417 average, a .580 on-base percentage, 15 hits, 15 RBIs, and 20 runs scored. For post 22, he leads the team in that category. As the first pitch, Wilson offers to Blaine Hunt, the switch hitter, who will bat left. And the first one, he takes a swing and fouls it here on the third base line. So the 0-1 start, same thing that happened here with Aiden Roberts, fouled on his first pitch. And the second one struck in for a triple. We'll see if that follows for Blaine Hunt, as he will step into the batter's box. As back to Blake Wilson on the mound, a quick time called here from Hunt. So back in the box, he goes for the left-handed hitter on an 0-1 count. As Wilson delivers, Hunt takes a swing, another foul ball, that one going into the netting. 0-2 count for the Hardhats shortstop with the center fielder Lars Kiefer on deck. Aiden Roberts, the speedster, on third. The go-ahead run to break the ice here in the bottom of the first inning. As Wilson, the nod back, the 0-2 pitch comes high and up for ball 1. High and outside. So Hunt adjusts, and back to the box he goes. As the 1-2, Wilson the pitch. This one, great ground ball to the first baseman. He will turn, he will tag first. So that brings us the first out as a hard hit ground ball right to the first baseman, and Brady Garner, he scooped it, looked over at third for Roberts. As he wasn't going, he went to first and did it himself. So that brings us the first out as Lars Kiefer, who comes up to the plate. For Lars Kiefer this season, a .452 batting average, .538 on-base percentage, with 19 hits, RBIs, and runs for number 19, Lars Kiefer. As first pitch comes from him, this one will be counted in for a strike. That one just hooking outside on that last second. Only one down here from the ground up from Blaine Hunt. As Wilson delivers, this one is up and high. That one also coming in tight there to the hands of Kiefer. He takes that one for ball 1. So one ball, 1 strike count for the Hardhats center fielder. Wilson kicks and deals. As the hit, that one squeezes past the first and second baseman, as Aiden Roberts will come in to score. As post 22 has the first lead of the game. It's 1-0, courtesy of Lars Kiefer on the hit, and Aiden Roberts as he comes in to secure his 13th run of the season. So now this pulls up the catcher, number 25, Josh Elder. As Elder this season has been one of the best hitters on the team for post 22. Elder a .373 batting average, a .468 on-base percentage, and with 19 hits and 21 RBIs. As the first pitch he sees, that one for ball 1. Post 22, their overall record this season, 13 wins and 3 losses. As Elder, left-handed catcher, ready to see the next pitch. As this one is offered, now will be counted in for strike 1. So Elder dips into a 1-1 count with Kiefer still on first base. Elder draws the line on the home plate. Wilson will look over to Kiefer on first. Tiptoeing closer to second. He's going to take off. Pitches in for a ball. The throw to second. The tag won't get him in time. So a stolen base there for Lars Kiefer. as that is now for his 8th on the season. So they avoid the tag there, kind of pulled him off a little bit. The throw from behind the plate in Josh Wright was there, and the shortstop in Zamora just didn't get the tag there in time. So Wilson leans on in, a 2-1 count here to Josh Elder. Wilson looks back to Kiefer on second. The pitch is outside, that one for ball 3. So 3-1 count with Hadley Burris, the right fielder, on deck. Elder another step into the box. Wilson wants a new call here from the catcher. He will get it. As the 3-1 pitch comes, this one is up high. Elder takes that for ball 4 and takes his ticket for first base on the walk. So the first walk allowed from Blake Wilson. This pulls in Hadley Burris. A courtesy runner will come in for Josh Elder. This is number 7, Bridger Karn. So Hadley Burris, who comes up to the plate. Burris this season a .400 batting average with a .543 on-base percentage, 14 hits, 11 RBIs, and 17 runs scored. So the runners on 1 and 2 here with 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. Post 22 having that 1-0 lead early. So Wilson will get his call here from the catcher. The first one comes to Burris. This one is in for strike 1. 1 start. Burris looks over to Coach Downs on the third base line for the call. As he sways the bat down low, ready to see the next pitch Wilson offers. Kiefer takes off to third. The pitch is in for a ball. So both runners advance. So that puts runners on 2 and 3. And a ball taken there from Hadley Burris. So 2 stolen bases here for Lars Kiefer. And Bridger Karn, who also advanced on that one. 1-1 count to the right fielder Hadley Burris. As Wilson, the righty, delivers. As this is a hit up the middle, the second baseman, the slide, the throw, the first will bring him off. So that brings in 1 run to score. Post 22 up 2-0. As the throw that came to first, as Brady Garner just took his foot off the bag there. So an RBI single for Hadley Burris. And that will bring in Lars Kiefer to score, and that puts runners on the corners here for the Hardhats, and this pulls up Jackson Reeder. As they are just putting some adjustments in here as Kiefer, or excuse me, not Kiefer, Hadley Burris on first base. We'll get there now. I think that's who they were waiting on. So he is set and ready. As Bridger Karn, the courtesy runner for Elder on third. And with Burris on first, this is Jackson Reeder, the second baseman. As Wilson giving the nod to his catcher, as he's going to try to throw that one off to first. Won't be in time. For Jackson Reeder this season, a .440 batting average, a .600 on-base percentage, 11 hits, 9 RBIs, and 16 runs scored. He leads the team in walks with 11. As the first pitch he sees takes that one down low for ball 1 with great plate discipline and vision. 11 times being walked this season to only 2 times being struck out. So 1-0 start for Reeder. As Wilson, the pitch comes as Reeder went for it. He takes that one for strike 1. So 1-1 count. Runners remain on the corners. Coach Downs with their call sign given to Jackson Reeder. Burris with his lead off the first. As Wilson delivers. Reeder the swing. This is a bouncer all the way to third baseman. He throws to first as he will get him out there, but that brings in a run to score for post 22. So 3-0 the score for the Hardhats. As Jackson Reeder on the ground out, that only leaves a runner on second. As this pulls in Kane McLeod, the left fielder. As Jackson Reeder still pulling in an RBI on that one, making that for his 10th on the season. As Wilson, the first pitch comes to McLeod. This one is down to the turf. Burris thought about taking off to third. He holds off on second. So 1-0 start here for Kenny McLeod. 1-0 start, Wilson. The pitch comes to McLeod, takes a swing, pops this one high up in the air. As the second baseman is under this for Rocky Mountain, as he makes the catch. As Brady Aguirre making that for the third out here in the first inning, post 22. As they come out flying here in the first inning on 3 hits, scoring 3 runs to have a 3-0 lead over the Rocky Mountain Oysters. We'll take a short break here on Hardhats TV, and we'll be back for the start of the second inning.
Leading off hitting for Rocky Mountain, the first baseman, number 14, Brady Garner.
So back and ready to go here to start the second inning. As Brady Garner, the first baseman, who comes back up to the plate following the pickoff to Josh Wright on first, as that one finished out the first inning. So Broden Sales will get back to work on the mound, trying to protect this 3-0 lead post 22 has. First pitch comes, that one hitting the top of the foot of the cleat, as that one was going to not work, so that one taken for ball 1. As Garner gets set and ready for the next pitch Sales offers. Kicks and deals. Delivery is in outside. That one for ball 2. Looked like that pitch was inside. Carried outside last second. 2 pitches, 2 balls, no strikes here to leadoff hitter in the second inning. Sales, the next pitch comes. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Here to Brady Garner. There'll be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters to lead off for the Oysters. It'll be Garner, followed by the left fielder Blake Ellsbury and the right fielder Baylor Scholes. So 2-1 pitch, Sales comes. This one got a piece of it there on the foul ball. So 2-2 count coming here for Brady Garner as he steps back into the box. Sales swaying that left arm back and forth as he gets the call from Elder. As the 2-2 pitch comes, this one down low for ball 3. Full count here to leadoff hitter and Brady Garner in the second inning. Sales gets his feet where he wants him here on the mound. Delivers the 3-2, swung on. This will be a base hit into right field. So the first hit for Rocky Mountain will come to Brady Garner. So leadoff single for the Oysters. And this pulls up the left fielder, number 11, Blake Ellsbury. So he will look over to the third base line, seeing what his coach wants him to do. So he takes a deep breath before entering the right-handed batter's box. As Sales, one successful pickoff attempt here this evening. We see if he can do another one. First pitch comes. This is going to be a foul ball there on that first base line. Just swung at it just a little late to start off 0-1. Ellsbury back in the box with Garner on first. Steam glove up and ready. Broden Sales delivers the next pitch. This one is in for strike 2 as Ellsbury made no attempt for a swing there. Ready to see the next pitch here is Blake Ellsbury. As Sales 0-2. with no outs here in the top of the second. Delivers the pitch. This one is going to be down low for ball one. Elder in a standoff there with Garner on first, trying to see if he was going to take off for second, which he did not. So 1-2 count. Sales gives the nod back to Elder. The 1-2 delivery comes. Swan on, popped up high. Steen giving chase to first baseman. He won't be able to get it as that one goes out of play. So 1-2, another foul ball there from Ellsbury. Gives him another shot here on this 1-2 count. As the ball comes rolling here towards the home plate umpire. So Shales shaking out that left arm, trying to get it loosened up here before offering the next pitch to Ellsbury. As Sales gets his call. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swan on ground ball. This one's to Blaine Hunt. Scoops it to Reeder at second. That's one. Throws it to first. That's two. The double play. The 6-4-3 DP brings us 2 outs here in this top of the second inning. Hunt to Reeder to Steen. And that pulls in the right fielder, number 25, Baylor Scholes. So the right fielder now with 2 outs here in the top of the second. Another lefty, Broden Sales, we'll see here. He's only seen 2 thus far in this game. As Sales, the first pitch comes, swung on and missed for strike 1. As Sales, another look down the middle. Here's the next pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the second. Another turn. Sales looking down. The 0-2 pitch comes. This one on that top left corner, just high enough. That one for ball 1. As some post-22 infielders thinking that was to be called for strike 3. They started heading their way towards the dugout, as they will be held there. 1-2. Sales the pitch. This one down low into the turf. Comes back up for ball 2. So the first 2 pitches in for strikes, and the last 2 pitches going in for 2 balls. Sales another look down the middle to Baylor Scholes, the right fielder. Here comes the pitch. This is swung on, a foul ball. Keeps him going here on this 2-2 count again. So Sales turns over here to Elder. As Elder pointing towards Sales. Ready for the next pitch. It comes. This one outside for ball 3. So full count here to Baylor Scholes. This inning we've seen the first hit coming from Rocky Mountain. That one from the first baseman Brady Garner hitting to right field for the single. And the full count here for Scholes. As Sales kicks and deals on the mound. The pitch is in. Another foul ball. Gives us another pitch here on this at-bat. With 2 outs following that 6-4-3 double play that Blake Ellsbury hit into. As Scholes is ready, Sales is too. As he will throw this one down low. That one for ball 4. So that will be the first walk here in this inning. The second walk allowed on the game for Broden Sales. So Brady Aguirre, he comes up to the plate. This is the Oysters' second baseman. So with 2 outs here, with the runner on first in Baylor Scholes. Sales turning towards the batter. So he gets his pitch call. He's going to throw this one to first. Steen having to jump almost out of his cleats to make that catch. He was able to, as the tag won't be in time. As Aguirre waiting for his first pitch. Sales delivers. First one is in for a strike. 0-1 start. Sales doing some more adjustments. There's a little leadoff there from Scholes after we saw Wright getting picked off to end the first inning. Sales, the next pitch comes, swung on and missed for strike 2 by Aguirre. Started off on the last at-bat. First 2 pitches were strikes, and then following the next 4 for 4 balls. 0-2. Sales looks to first. The pitch, the plate comes. Swan popped up. This one is going into right field. Hallie Burris is under it. That one's going to drop. Miscommunication between Kiefer and Burris. The throw won't get into home in time, so Rocky Mountain, they get their first run scored of the game, as that will be a double coming from McGuire with no error from the outfielders. So an RBI double. The run coming to score for Baylor Schulz. This pulls in the shortstop, Diego Zamora. So 3-1, just the second hit of the game for the Rocky Mountain Oysters. As Sales now look down the middle. Peeks behind to second. Next first pitch comes. This is swung and missed for strike one here for Zamora. This is the 8th hitter in the lineup for Rocky Mountain. Sales the nod, given right back to Elder. The 0-1 pitch comes. Swung and a miss for strike two. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a 3-1 score now here in the top of the second in favor of Post 22. Sales another call already. Delivers the pitch. This one is up high. Ball one taken for Zamora. So Sales again here on the mound. Another turn. Zamora waiting the next pitch. As Sales. 1-2 count. Hurls one to the plate. This one is in for strike three. Catches Zamora looking, as that will be the 3rd strikeout of the game for Post 22's pitcher, Broden Sales. And the 3rd outs here for the top of the second inning to come to a close. For Post 22, to start off the bottom of the second inning will be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters. Will be Braden Stapert, followed by Brixton Steen. And then back to the top of the order to Aiden Roberts. As the Hardhats up 3-1, we'll take a look here at some MLB scores around the league. We'll start off here with our final scores. As the Toronto Blue Jays defeated the Atlanta Braves 7-2. Blue Jays putting up 16 hits in that win. This one is even more. The San Francisco Giants defeat the Brewers with a score of 12-9, with the Giants having 20 hits and the Brewers with 11. The Yankees over the Guardians 2-1. Orioles defeat the Boston Red Sox 8-2. Phillies over the Padres 6-4. As those are all the games that are currently final. Athletics up 6-3 over the Cubs right now in the bottom of the 8th inning. Pirates up 5-1 over the Astros in the 7th. And in the delay is the Royals and Twins. Royals up 6-5. And the Diamondbacks and the Dodgers are at 0-0 in the bottom of the 3rd. So those are all the scores for the MLB here on this Thursday, June 4th. Day 1 of the Veterans Classic. A lot more action happening this weekend. As I mentioned earlier, Post 22 playing 2 games tomorrow. One at 11:30 a.m. Mountain Time. They'll play Laramie. And then at 7 p.m. tomorrow night, they will play Dickinson. And then on Saturday night, they'll play Alliance at 7 p.m. So ready to go here back to the game. Bottom of the second inning, leadoff hitter will be the DH, Braden Stapert. Last time he played, he hit 2 triples. That was last Friday against Sturgis. For Stapert this season, a .308 batting average and a .400 on-base percentage with 4 hits, 4 runs, and 4 RBIs. First pitch, this one not coming well in the strike zone. That one going into the opposite batter's box for ball 1. As Blake Wilson still pitching here on the mound for Rocky Mountain. As the next one comes, this one is in for a strike. So Stapert with 1 ball, 1 strike. Takes a practice swing outside the box. As Wilson giving the nod to his catcher. Here's the next pitch coming to Stapert. He lets that one slide in for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on 3 pitches for the DH, Braden Stapert. As Bryant giving the call. Next pitch comes, Stapert, a foul ball. Keeps him going here on this count. As Steen, the man on deck, who runs to get this ball out of the way. As Blake Wilson, who has not thrown a strikeout yet thus far. He's only walked 1 batter, that was to Elder. Next pitch, Stapert sees that one for ball 2. Braden Staper, we usually see him in the pitching rotation as well. Him and Broden Sales entering this game at the same amount of innings pitched with 16. Both led the team before this game as he will swing and miss here for strike 3, and that puts us first out here in the bottom of the second to the leadoff hitter in Stapert. As this pulls up Brixton Steen, the first baseman. So 1 out in the first strikeout thrown for Blake Wilson here in this game. As Steen, the lefty, waiting. As Wilson, the first pitch comes. This one is in for strike 1. Brixton this season a .556 batting average, .636 on-base percentage with 10 hits, 9 RBIs, and 3 runs scored. Wilson, the next pitch coming. This one is down low for ball 1. So a 1 ball, 1 strike count for Brixton Steen. Wilson gets his call. The 1-1 pitch comes to the plate. This one is outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the second inning, a 3-1 lead for Post 22 over the Rocky Mountain Oysters. As the next pitch comes outside again for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike for Steen with Aiden Roberts on deck. Wilson leaning on in as he delivers the pitch. This one is in for strike 2. Steen was ready to throw the bat thinking he was going to get a walk. So back at it, full count for the first baseman and Brixton Steen. As Wilson the pitch. Swung on. This one is in for a base hit. That one in the center field. So Steen, who registers for his 11th hit on the season, and brings us our first base runner here for the inning. The 4th hit of the game for Post 22 as well. So we go back to Aiden Roberts, who was the leadoff hitter back in the bottom of the first inning with a leadoff triple and a run scored. So he is definitely 1 for 1 today. With Steen on first. Following the base hit. As he takes a little leap off first. First one coming to Roberts. Gets a piece of it for a foul ball. So an 0-1 start off for him. And he'll look to Coach Downs on the third base line in front of the Hardhats dugout for what he wants next out of this pitch. Roberts waiting. Wilson delivers as the 0-1 turns into 1-1. With Steen still on first with 1 out. Aiden Roberts back in the box. As Wilson the pitch. This one clipping off the arm of Aiden Roberts. So a hit by pitch puts runners on 1 and 2 now. That one just clipping a little bit of the side there on the left arm from Roberts. So he will walk that one off to his way to first base. As Blaine Hunt comes up to the plate. 0 for 1 today, a ground out that came right back to the first baseman in Brady Garner. So Steen on second with Roberts on first with 1 out in the bottom of the second. Here's the shortstop Blaine Hunt. As Wilson here with the first pitch comes. Hunt trying to place a bunt as he will hold back on that pitch as it came. So he takes a practice swing outside the box for a 1-0 start here for the shortstop. So he comes back in the batter's box. Blake Wilson on the mound for the right-hander. Looks back to Steen on second. The pitch comes. This one up and out for ball 2. 2-0 count. Coach Downs clapping towards Blaine Hunt here following his call sign. As Wilson wants to change that last pitch up. As the 2-0 comes. Hunt swings, pops this one up. This one going into foul territory. That one is going to go out. That one going towards the Hardhats bullpen. So 2-1 now following the foul ball from Blaine Hunt. We'll give another go at it here. Runners still remain on 1 and 2 here for the Hardhats. As Wilson leading getting his call here from Wright, the catcher. A little bit of a standoff as they're going to take a quick time here. So Wilson and Wright will have a quick meeting. It will be brief as they both return to the mound and behind the plate. Blaine Hunt still facing a 2-ball, 1-strike count here with 1 out. As back of the box he steps into. Wilson looks to second. The pitch comes. This one is outside for ball 3. So Blaine Hunt ready to see the next pitch. Takes a deep breath. In the box he goes. For Blake Wilson, the right-hander. Pitch comes. This one is out, or counted for strike 2. Blaine Hunt looked like he was walking towards first for the walk, but taken back here for strike 2. Full count to the shortstop as Wilson offers his next pitch. It comes, swung and a missed. Strike 3 from Blaine Hunt brings us the second out here in the inning. As this will pull in Lars Kiefer. As Kiefer the last time he was up, he had an RBI single which broke the seal in this game, brought Ian Robertson to score the first run, as he also had a stolen base and a run scored as well. As Wilson, the first pitch comes, this one is going to be down low for ball 1. Steen on second with Roberts still on first following his hit by pitch. As Wilson lean on in, gets his call from right. Pitch is in. Now one for ball 1. Or ball 2, excuse me. 2 balls, no strikes to Lars Kiefer. He steps back to the plate. Wilson dangles the right arm. 2-0 pitch comes. Kiefer takes a swing. That one goes for a foul. 2-1 count. So he's walking back towards the box where he will step back into. 2-1 count. Wilson. The pitch. Kiefer swings and misses for strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning with 2 runners on for post 22. A lot of 2s there. So Kiefer waiting for the pitch. Wilson delivers this one down low for ball 3. So it's a full count for the Hardhats center fielder and Lars Kiefer. With 1 base open and with 2 runners on. As a quick time here called by Kiefer as he will adjust his batting gloves. As him and the ump with a short little chat. So Kiefer back and ready following the timeout. Wilson the pitch. This one down low and outside for ball 4. So a walk will put bases loaded here the first time we have seen that this evening. As this will pull up Josh Elder. Elder on his last at-bat took the walk. With bases loaded and 2 outs. Elder, a power hitter. Drive this one deep into the outfield, possibly for a grand slam. We'll see if it happens. Wilson, the first pitch comes up high. That one for ball 1. As Josh Elder on that walk on his last at-bat, that puts him for 10 walks this season. Wilson, the 1-0 pitch. Elder takes a swing, will foul. So he will go into a 1-1 count. Wilson will get a new baseball. So Elder, following that foul ball, we go to a 1-ball, 1-strike count. As this is Wilson. The pitch comes. Another foul ball. That one going straight towards the Hardhats dugout. That one hitting the net. So 1-2 on back-to-back foul balls for the catcher Josh Elder.
Get yours for $5 for 3 tickets, $10 for 9 tickets, and $20 for 30 tickets.
Elder with the little sway of the bat down low. The 1-2 pitch comes. This one is inside. Elder was turning away from that one. Takes it for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with bases loaded. Blake Wilson calls for another pitch. He gets it. The 2-2 delivery. Elder swings, foul ball on the first base line. So he will do it again as Brixton Steen and all base runners got a little extra head start to that one. So 2-2, another shot here for Elder. Taps home plate. Wilson gets his call from right. The 2-2 comes. Elder pops this one up. As the third baseman is under it, this is Dean Marsh, and he will make the catch for the third and final out for the second inning. So Post 22 is still holding on to that 3-1 lead after in that inning we saw Rocky Mountain get their first run scored of the game. So we'll take a short break here on Hardhats TV, and we'll be back for the start of the third inning.
Leading off game 4, Rocky Mountain, number 5, the third baseman, Dean Marsh.
As Dean Marsh will be the leadoff hitter here for Rocky Mountain to start off this third inning. Brian Sales remains on the mound for Post 22. As the first pitch that will get started off here in the third inning. As Marsh will let that one go. That one down low for ball 1. So the 1-0 start for Dean Marsh. It'll be the 9-1 and 2 hitters here in this inning. As Sales, the next one comes. Swung on a miss here for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strikeout. Sales and a look down the middle. Elder. The pitch. Swan on. This one is into left field. K. McLeod doesn't have to move much. He makes the catch. And brings us the first outs here in this inning. The line drive right to left field. So 1 down as this pulls up the center fielder, number 13, Eric Jacobson. As K. McLeod, who had barely had a move, maybe a step to his left, and that's about it. That one going right on a rope straight to him. So Jacobson, who was 0 for 1 this evening on a strikeout. So he is set ready to see first pitch on a second at bat from Sales. As it comes to the plate, this one is up high for ball 1. So the 1-0 start. Sales, another look down the middle. A 1-0 pitch comes. Jacobson swings and misses for strike 1. 2 pitches for a 1 ball, 1 strike count. Jacobson out of the box as he now re-enters. Sales the 1-1. Swung and a miss for strike 2 by Jacobson. Here with 1 out. In the top of the third from the line drive from Dean Marsh. As Sales. The 1-2 pitch comes. Swung and a miss. Strike 3. As he catches Jacobson 0 for 2 on 2 strikeouts this evening. As now this pulls in the catcher, Josh Wright. The The fourth strikeout of the game for Broden Sales. For Josh Wright, on his first at-bat, he walked and had the pickoff to end the first inning. As the first pitch he sees takes that for ball one. Another line drawn there on home plate. Sales now with the lean on in. Wright waiting. Next pitch comes, this one up and inside for ball two. It's Josh Wright, the catcher, right-handed hitter. Sales gets the call from Elder. Here's the 2-0 pitch. It comes. This one inside for ball three. 3 pitches, 3 balls, and no strikes here for Josh Wright and Broden Sales. So Wright waiting. Sales as the windup comes. 3-0 pitch. This one down low for ball four. So a 4-pitch walk to Josh Wright the second time that he gets a free base to first. And now this pulls in the designated hitter number 22, Gavin Cardoza. Cardoza, who is 0 for 1 on a strikeout. So with Josh Wright, the catcher, the courtesy runner, who is Mickey Murat on first, as he was picked off earlier in the first inning. As Sales, the first one here to Cardoza, is in for strike one. 0-1 start. As Sales ready to go at it again. Looking back at first and home, he's going to throw it. As Steen makes the catch, the tag won't get there. So trying to get another pickoff attempt there. Trying to finish out this top of the third won't happen quite fast. As Sales, the pitch to Cardoza comes. This one up high for ball one. So 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Top of the third inning. Sales, another look over to Murat on first. Next pitch comes as Cardoza will take a foul ball there on that third base line. Pulls the count to 1-2. As Ian Roberts, who is waiting right there on that foul ball. Only a few steps to the right for him. So Sales, who will request a new ball, as he will get a new one. But the count still being 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Cardoza, left-handed hitting, designated hitter, ready to see the next pitch with the runner on first, following the walk to Josh Wright. As Sales, the 1-2 pitch, this one up and high. Cardoza taking a duck. That one for ball two. 2-2 count. Cardoza back to work at the box. Sales. 2-2 pitch comes up high for ball three. So full count here for Gavin Cardoza, the DH, with Brady Garner on deck, a runner on first. As Sales will take a second here off of the mound. Open umpire giving him the count when he is ready, as he makes his way back on top of the mound. 3-2 count. As Sales, the pitch comes. This one down low for ball four. So back-to-back walks to Josh Wright and Gavin Cardoza, as this is now the first baseman in Brady Garner, as Josh Elder and Broden Sales will have a quick chat here near the mound following the back-to-back walks.
The last call for 50-50 tickets.
So they will still chat it on out here.
Make sure to let them know
In the
you like
third inning, post 22 up 3-1 over the Rocky Mountain Oysters. As this is Brady Garner, who is 1 for 1 on a single. He led the first hit of this game for Rocky Mountain, where Rocky Mountain now has 2 hits total. As the other one coming from Brady Aguirre with the RBI double to bring in the first run. Sales first pitch. This one is in for a strike here to Garner. So the 0-1 start following the talk between Elder and Sales, with runners on first and second. Sales gets his call. Look at the second. The 0-1 pitch comes. This one down on the turf. Elder can't find it. He ditches the mask. It was sitting right under him. But no base runners advance as they were held off on first and second. So Elder gets the catcher's mask back on. 1-1 count. Sales ready to go. Another look at second. As here comes the pitch. This went down low for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. As Coach Nick Ewing, who will come out here to have a talk with Broden Sales on the mound. As Elder will also join in that conversation. So they will talk that one out following back-to-back walks on the last 2 batters with 2 outs facing. So Coach Ewing, who will wrap up his mound visit talk. As Sales and Elder now just chatting between those two. So that will get wrapped up. The count will remain 2-1 here for Garner. So 2-1. Following the mound visit, Broden Sales is ready to go. That's 2-1 the count. He takes a peek over the runner on second. Pitch comes. This one is down low for ball 3. So 3-1 count. Coach Ewing giving another sign there to his infielders. Sales another look to the runner on second. As he looks down. 3-1 pitch. They try to pick off the runner on first and did not get him. As the whole 22 bench thought he got him. It was very, very close. As Cardoza just got on first in time. So 3-1 count still here for Brady Garner. Steven, who was not even on the bag, just sneakily went through there. It was ready. 3-1. Sales the pitch. This one down low. Ball 4. So 3 walks in a row will put bases loaded here for Rocky Mountain. As this will pull up the left fielder Blake Ellsbury. Ellsbury who hit into that 6-4-3 double play on his first at-bat. So he is 0 for 1. So he takes a deep breath still with 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning. As Sales. First pitch comes, Swan on, line drive sneaks by a reader. This one is rolling all the way to the center field wall. 1 run comes in a score. They're going to send 3 as here comes the go-ahead run to the plate. So 3 runs come in for Rocky Mountain. They have a 4-3 lead on the 3 RBI double from Blake Ellsbury. As Rocky Mountain will take their first lead of the game. So 4-3 the score after a 3 RBI double from Blake Ellsbury as Laurent, Cardoza, and Garner all come in. So now this will pull in Baylor Scholes as he walked on his first at-bat. As Sales the first pitch, this one drops down low for ball 1. So we now see some action happening in the Hardhats bullpen. First pitch going in for ball 1. As Sales, next pitch comes. This one is in for strike 1. 1-1 count. And Scholes, the right fielder, in the left-handed batter's box, ready to see the next pitch with Ellsbury on second. 1-1 delivery comes. This one up high for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Sales ready to go here again. Well aware of Ellsbury on second. Next pitch comes down the middle for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 3rd inning. Rocky Mountain up 4-3 over post 22. As Sales the next pitch, this one down low for ball 3. So full count after we saw 3 walks in a row from Wright, Cardoza, and Gardner. And then Ellsbury hit the 3 RBI double. As Scholes, who has already walked once, Sales the pitch. That one will go for a base hit. They're going to send Ellsbury home. Kiefer bobbles in center field, so an RBI single coming there for Baylor Scholes. As Rocky Mountain extends their lead by 2 runs, they have a 5-3 lead. As Brady Aguirre, who comes to the plate now, as he is 1 for 1 with an RBI double. So back-to-back base hits for Rocky Mountain and Jake Ellsbury and Scholes. Sales the first pitch comes. This one is inside. That one goes for ball 1. So he starts off 1-0. Brady Aguirre, the second baseman. The runner on first and Baylor Scholes. As Sales, the next pitch comes up high. That one for ball 2. As Elder will come to talk to Broden Sales here on the mound. With some action happening in the bullpen as well for post 22. So Elder and Sales talking about it here on the mound. As the home plate umpire will also have a talk here with Sales. So that will come to an end. A 2-0 count here for Brady Aguirre with Diego Zamora on deck. 2-0 count. Sales looks the runner on first. Here's the next pitch. This one down low for ball 3. 3-0 count. As Aguirre looking over to his third base coach. Sales. Another look down the middle. The pitch comes. This one is inside. That one for ball 4. So a walk to Brady Aguirre. Puts runners on first and second here for Rocky Mountain. As this is Diego Zamora, the shortstop, who is 0 for 1 this evening with a strikeout. So here is Zamora as Broden Sales looks to second. First pitch comes. This is swung on a miss here for strike 1. Zamora back in the batter's box. As Sales looks to second. Here comes the next pitch. Got a piece of it. He'll foul it off. So 0-2 count. 2 outs here at the top of the 3rd inning. Runners on first and second. 4 runs have been scored here in this inning for Rocky Mountain, putting them ahead 5-3. Sales the next pitch comes. Swan on Zamora. That's a base hit into center field. They're going to send 1 runner around third. Kiefer the throw. Steen cuts it off. Back to Eller. The tag. Not going to get him. He's safe. So that's an RBI single for Diego Zamora as the base runner in Baylor Scholes. He came in getting closer to Elder. So the count remain, 2 outs and now a 6-3 lead here for Rocky Mountain. As this is Dean Marsh, the third baseman. Sails the first pitch. This one comes up high. That one for ball 1. So with Aguirre on second and Zamora on first, as here's a hit from Marsh. This one is into center field. Kiefer, who is under it, will make the catch for the 3rd out here in the top of the 3rd inning. So 5 runs scored for Rocky Mountain here in that top of the 3rd inning to have now a 6-3 lead over post 22. So post 22. A little bit of a rough one there to shake that one off. It was started off with 3 walks in a row from Josh Wright, Gavin Cardoza, and Brady Garner. Then it was Blake Ellsbury who was the big hit there in that inning. 3 RBI double. That one hit right into shallow center field and rolled all the way back to the center field wall. Allowed 3 runs to come in. With Ellsbury on second, Baylor Scholes brought Ellsbury in. He had an RBI single. Then Aguirre, who walked, followed by an RBI single from Diego Zamora. And then Dean Marsh there, who flew out into center field. So Blake Wilson still back on the mound here for Rocky Mountain, as the batters due up here for post 22 are going to be Hadley Burris, Jackson Reeder, and Kane McLeod, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. As those will be the batters up as Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final for hockey. Vegas leads the series 1-0. Game 2 is a tied 2-2 game. Now for the Stanley Cup Final. As Wilson getting his final row of pitches.
Leading off the for the Hardhats, number 14, Hadley Burris.
So Hadley Burris comes up to the plate 1 for 1 today with an RBI single. As he gets set and ready. Wilson, the right-handed pitcher, gives the nod back to Wright, the catcher. And the first one Burris sees will take a swing and misses here for strike 1. 0-1 start. Wilson ready again. Another sign there to Wright. Next pitch to Burris, down low. Grazing along in the turf for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike count for the right fielder, Hadley Burris. As Wilson want to see a new pitch, he gets it. 1-1 to the plate. Burris takes a swing, got a piece of it there for the foul ball. Puts it to a 1-2 count. So a 1-2 following the foul ball there from Hadley Burris. As Wilson, the pitch, up and high. That one coming up real high. That one for ball 2. So 2-2 count now for Hadley Burris. Wilson, the windup, the pitch, comes inside. That one counted for strike 3. Catches Burris looking. So that brings us the first out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. So Jackson Reeder, the second baseman, and an RBI ground out on his first at-bat. So he gets set ready following Burris, the leadoff hitter, striking out. As Wilson, the pitch comes, and a bunt placed by Reeder is picked up by Wright. The throw to first. They will get him. Reeder almost there to try to beat it out. So that brings us the second out here in the inning. As for Rocky Mountain, Josh Wright, the catcher, quickly popped up, picked it up, and threw it over to first. So now Kane McLeod, who comes in. As McLeod, who had a pop-up to the second baseman. That one happened back in the second inning. As Wilson, the first pitch comes, McLeod swings and misses for strike 1. First pitch he sees. So he adjusts back in the batter's box. He goes. Wilson, the 0-1 pitch. McLeod swings and misses for strike 2. 2 pitches, 2 strikes, 2 outs at the bottom of the 3rd inning. As Wilson delivers the 0-2. McLeod pops this one high up. This one is the right fielder under it, and making the catch is Baylor Scholes for the 3rd and final out of the 3rd inning. And what a 3rd inning for Rocky Mountain, scoring 5 runs in that 3rd inning to have a 6-3 lead as post 22. Not the greatest inning for them as they will look to turn it around. So we'll take a short break here on Hardhats TV, and we'll be back for the start of the 4th inning. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth inning. A new pitcher on the mound for post 22. It's number 20, Reagan Koskin. And Koskin this season, 10.2 innings pitched, a 1-0 record, 14 strikeouts to 8 batters walked, and with a 5.90 ERA. So a new pitcher, a right-hander here for post 22 on the mound. As a leadoff hitter for Rocky Mountain, we go back to the top of the order. This is number 13, Eric Jacobson. Jacobson, who is 0 for 2 on 2 strikeouts. So Koskin will get set and ready here to throw the first pitch in the fourth inning. As the first one comes outside, that one for ball 1. It's Koskin waiting here for Elder in the next one. Jacobson, who likes to play deep in that batter's box. A little bit ways back. Next pitch, this one coming in down low for ball 2. 2 pitches, 2 balls, and no strikes. That's Koskin. The windup coming. 2-0 pitch. This one down low for ball 3. So Jacobson, who has seen 3 pitches, all 3 going in for 3 balls. As Koskin returns back to the bump. As he takes the step back. 3-0 pitch. Comes this one down the middle for strike 1. So now the 3-1 count for Jacobson with Josh Wright and Gavin Cardoza. The next 2 batters due up here in the fourth inning. As Koskin delivers the 3-1 pitch. This one is in for strike 2. As Jacobson thought he was going to get that ball 4. But he's turned back away. So the 3-2 count coming. As Jacobson awaiting the right-handed batter now with the new right-handed pitcher in Koskin. Pitch comes to 3-2. This one is down low for ball 4, so a leadoff walk for Jacobson. As now this will pull in the catcher Josh Wright. Wright on 2 at-bats with 2 walks. As we will see as he looks over at his third base coach to see what the call sign is. So Wright in the box, ready to see the first pitch from Reagan Koskin. The runner on first and Jacobson following his leadoff walk. He will take off to second to pitch as Elder the throw won't get there in time. So it'll be an 0-1 start and a stolen base there for Eric Jacobson. So 0-1 start, Jacobson at second. As Koskin now gets his feet where he wants him, that wide stance, as he looks down. 0-1 here for Josh Wright, as he took that one so Jacobson could steal. Next is a breaker ball that comes up high for ball 1. 1-1 count, as Koskin, again looking down the middle, gets his pitch ready. As he will turn back to second, they will throw as Blaine Hunt makes the catch with no tag attempted. So another shot given here. As Koskin, they'll look down the middle, Wright waiting. Look back to second again, the 1-1. Runner takes off to third, Elder the throw. Roberts having to make a jump. Trying to make the tag behind his back, won't get there in time. So a stolen base there, as that one also taken for ball 2 from Wright. So Jacobson puts himself on third. They're taking second and taking third. So both umpires here are going to talk. We'll see what is going on. So both umpires were doing something, I have no idea. But play will get back to resume here. As Josh Wright, the catcher, facing a 2-1 count with Eric Jacobson at third. Koskin throws as Roberts, who is off the bag. So that's going to be a balk, as Jacobson is going to come in. So 7-3 the score with no outs. So Jacobson, who got on there following the leadoff walk, stole second, stole third, and appears to be a balk on Reagan Koskin, as Coach Downs will get an explanation out of that as well. So they will still talk about that one near the Hardhats dugout. The next batter up will be Gavin Cardoza, or excuse me, still Josh Wright, who's still facing a 2-1 count. So Coach Downs will get his explanation following that recent balk, as Jacobson, who comes in to score for his first run of the game. As Wright settles on in with a 2-1 count, as the next pitch up high for ball 3. That one just getting away of the glove there from Josh Elder and going to the backstop. Koskin getting set and ready. 3-1 count to Wright, the catcher. As the lead pitch is in, swung on and missed for strike 2. So full count now to the catcher, Josh Wright, with Gavin Cardoza on deck. As Koskin the windup. The step back, the pitch, swung, popped up high. Steen trying to give chase. That one is going for a foul ball and out of play. So another shot given here to Josh Wright. On 2 at-bats, 2 walks for him this evening. And a 3-2 count now. As Koskin, the righty, hurls one to the dish, swung on. Another foul ball. That one hitting the inside near the hands of the bat there from Wright. So we'll fetch that foul ball up and out of the way. Still with the full count here. As Koskin. Another step back. The pitch comes. That one on that top right corner and outside for ball 4. So 3 walks on 3 at-bats for Josh Wright. Puts him on first, and this is Gavin Cardoza, the designated hitter, who is 0 for 1, a strikeout and a walk for him this evening. As the home plate umpire said something towards the Hardhats dugout. So Cardoza looking here towards his coach on the third baseline. As the lefty steps in the batter's box, Koskin checking behind his back to the runner on first. He goes that direction, gets away from Steen as the courtesy runner Carson Beck, he takes off to second. So that will be the first error of the game. Will be counted as an error, as that one just getting away from Steen on the pickoff attempt there. So the runner advances to second. As Cardoza waiting to step into the batter's box as he gets in there now. So he has not seen a pitch yet, as Koskin looking back to second. Hunt backing off. Pitch comes in as Cardoza swings and misses here for strike 1. A breaker ball that went right into the turf as Cardoza chased after. As Game 2, the Vegas Golden Knights and Carolina Hurricanes tied 3-3. They will go to overtime in Game 2 of the Stanley Cup Final. Some other sports happening. As Koskin, the 0-1 count, another look to the runner on second. As the pitch comes, this one outside for ball 1. So Gavin Cardoza, 1 strikeout, 1 walk today. Facing a 1-ball, 1 strike count with a runner on second and no outs in the top of the 4th inning, with Rocky Mount leading 7-3. Koskin, the next pitch, this one up high, ball 2. And a 2-1 count. Koskin making sure has a close eye to Carson Beck, who is the courtesy runner for Josh Wright on second. As the 2-1, Koskin looking back and forth, lifts the leg, pitch comes, this one is in for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hardhats looking to find their first outs here in the inning. As Koskin gets the pitch call there from Elder. Elder backing off the runner on second, the 2-2 comes, the breaker outside for ball 3. Full count with no outs here for Gavin Cardoza, the DH, with Brady Garner, the first baseman, on deck. As Koskin, another peek to the runner on second. Lifts the leg, the 3-2 comes to the plate, down low, that one for ball 4. So with that walk, back-to-back walks to Josh Wright and Gavin Cardoza, puts runners on first and second, and this pulls in Brady Garner, the first baseman, who is 1 for 1, a single and a walk this evening. As the coach getting another call signed out here on the third base line. As Garner, who will step in. Eller will also here give a call sign to his infielders. So Garner steps in the batter's box with teammates on first and second. Seen will play in front of the base runner on first. Hunt plays behind him at second. As Koska, the first pitch, runners take off to each bag as they're going to have to go back to their spots as that foul ball results to an 0-1 start here for Garner. So as they wait for Garner to come back in the batter's box. Coach, another call sign as right before Koskin delivered that last pitch, both base runners were up and ready to take off to the next bag. So that will be another balk there from Koskin. So that puts runners on second and 3. They'll advance. As we saw, the first balk with a runner on third came in to bring us the only run here so far in this inning. As that was from Eric Jacobson. That one started off him with the walk as well. So Koskin, the 0-1 count, runners on second and third. Here comes the next pitch as another foul ball. That one clipping Garner in the action. That one going right into the stomach. So they'll give him a second to recoup after that. As he'll take some steps here trying to walk it off as Elder and Koskin will talk to each other here at the mound. So Rocky Mountain, 7 runs, 5 hits. Post 22, 3 runs, 4 hits here so far in this game. Both teams having no errors to this point. So Garner, who is ready to go following the foul ball, the 0-2 count, as Koskin looks to the runner on third. Lifts the leg, the pitch comes inside, lifting the hands as Garner. That one taken for ball 1. 1-2 count. Elder waiting for Garner to come back into the box. As Koskin waiting, swinging the bat down low is Garner. Koskin, the 1-2 pitch. Swung on a miss. Strike 3 brings us the first out here in the inning. The first strikeout of the game for Reagan Koskin. So 1 down. This pulls in Blake Ellsbury. Ellsbury 1 for 2 today. A ground out and a 3 RBI double. As that was his last at-bat to put the Rocky Mountain Oysters ahead. So with still runners on second and third for Rocky Mountain. Here is Koskin. Look back to the runner on second. Here comes the pitch. Ellsbury chases, takes the swing. Reader, this one is going to get hit into shallow left field or center field. So 1 run comes in to score as Ellsbury adds for another RBI. As Rocky Mountain has an 8-3 lead, that puts runners on the corners. So Baylor Schultz will come in. Schultz, who is 1 for 1, he has a walk and an RBI single. As for Ellsbury, doing the same as well, having 4 RBIs here in this game alone. So with 1 down following the strikeout earlier to Garner, they're going to try to pick off the runner on first, and they get him. So both Broden Sales and Reagan Koskin with successful pickoff attempts on first. That brings us the second out here in this 4th inning. Hopefully with that pickoff, it brings some momentum here towards post 22's way as they trail by 5. Rocky Mountain having that 8-3 lead. Koskin, the first pitch coming, swung on a miss here for strike 1 by Scholes. So Ellsbury off the bag there, with Cardoza the only runner on third. As Koskin, another look, here comes the pitch. This one outside for ball 1. 2 pitches, 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning. Koskin gets his sign from Elder. Lifts the leg. The 1-1 pitch comes up and out for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Koskin adjusting here at the mound. Takes a deep breath. As the lefty here in Scholes playing right field. Next pitch he sees takes a swing here on the foul ball. That one goes up and out of play. So 2-2 count with 2 outs. Koskin trying to find some new grip here on this new baseball. As shakes off the first one was Koskin. He gives a liking towards the second. As they lift the leg, the 2-2. Swung and a miss for strike 3. And that will do it for the top of the 4th inning. Post 22. A little bit of a rough start to that 4th inning pitching-wise. But with 2 strikeouts there from Reagan Koskin to put away Brady Garner, as well as Baylor Scholes. So 2 down, 2 strikeouts there. Puts away the top of the 4th inning as Rocky Mountain still holding on to that 8-3 lead. As post 22 all gathered up in front of the dugout. As their batters due up, as they are going to be Braden Staper, Brixton Steen, and Aiden Roberts. Those are the 3 batters due up here for post 22.
White ticket number 147445. Again, that is a white ticket.
So halfway through here, day 1, last game of the Veterans Classic for day 1. As day 2 tomorrow, Post 22 playing 2 games. They will play Laramie at 11:30 a.m. And the game will also be streamed here on Hardhats TV and at 7 p.m. tomorrow night against Dickinson. As for the entire Veterans Classic here, with some action happening at the Fitz, tomorrow we have Prime Mountain West versus Alliance at 9 a.m., followed by Post 22 versus Laramie at 11:30. Gillette versus Dickinson at 2. Gillette versus Grand Junction, this team here, and the Rocky Mountain at 4:30. And then 7 p.m. Post 22 versus Dickinson. That is just the Post 22 pool. If you want to find out more information here on the 7th Annual Black Hills Veterans Classic, check out the Post 22 Baseball Facebook page. As Staper, first pitch he sees, gets a foul ball, pops that one up for the 0-1 start. For Staper this evening, 0 for 1 on a strikeout. So he gets set ready to see the next pitch that Blake Wilson will deliver. Wilson hurls one. This one is in for strike 2 here to Braden Staper. So 2 pitches, the first one off the foul ball, the second one down the middle. Staper tapping home plate, ready to see the next one. Wilson turns the pitch, swung on a miss for strike 3. So Staper 0 for 2 on 2 strikeouts here this evening, and this will pull in Brixton Steen. So Steen 1 for 1 on a single on his only at bat here in this game. With some light mist now starting to come down. Wilson, first pitch to Steen, takes a swing and misses here for strike 1. So the 0-1 start. Wilson leans on in, gets the call. 0-1 pitch. This one down low. So Steen evens out the count 1 apiece with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Wilson gets the call. Excuse me. Pitch to Steen comes. Holds back on that one. That one down low for ball 2. As a whole 22 dugout liking that selection Brixton Steen made. 2-1. Wilson lifts the leg. The pitch comes. This one is outside for ball 3. So 3-1 count for Brixton Steen with Aiden Roberts on deck. Wilson the righty, another nod given to right the catcher. 3-1 pitch comes. This one is outside ball 4. So Brixton Steen will walk And that puts a runner on first for post 22 as Steen doing so.
That's third baseman, number 10, Aiden
That's his
Roberts.
third walk on the year. So this pulls in Aiden Roberts, trying to get some life starting here for post 22 with the bats. After the first inning, they scored just their 3 runs and have not scored a run since. As Wilson, first pitch comes to Roberts. He takes a swing. This one a foul ball. That one goes for an 0-1 count. Roberts will look to Coach Downs on the third base line. Steen takes his lead off of first. As Wilson pitch. This one down low and outside for ball 1. As Josh Wright eyeing down Steen on first. Steen didn't even make an attempt to go to second after that. 1 ball, 1 strike for Roberts. Here's Blake Wilson. The next pitch. This one is outside. The quick throw to first. The tag won't get there. So Roberts now facing a 2-1 count. So Roberts a deep breath before coming into the box. As Wilson giving the nod to Wright. Here's the pitch. Roberts the swing. This is to the third baseman. He will just throw to first. This one won't be caught. It was in the glove and out there of Brady Garner. So a single for Aiden Roberts. So that puts runners on first and second here for post 22. So Roberts gets his second hit. And this pulls in Blaine Hunt. Hunt 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout for him this evening. So Hunt comes in with Wilson pitching. Runners on first and second, and Steen and Roberts with 1 out. Wilson, the first pitch comes. Hunt trying to place the bunt. Will work out in his favor. That will go for a foul. Trying to get a sack bunt. So it's some crowd life starting to come here for post 22. As Hunt into his wide stance in the lefty batter's box with a switch hitter. As Wilson waiting. Hunt in the bunt position. He takes the swing, a little good switch up. That will be a base hit. Steen will round third. That one is scooped up into center field. So an RBI single for Blaine Hunt, and post 22 gets their first run since the first inning. They have cut the lead to half. Rocky Mountain 8, post 22 4. So that puts runners on the corners, and Lars Kiefer, he will come in now. So that'll pull in Brixton Steen with the run. And Kiefer 1 for 1 with an RBI single and a walk here as well. So with Roberts on third and Hunt on first. As Wilson will pitch. This one is in down the middle for strike 1 to Kiefer. As he will take another look to Coach Downs here on the third baseline. We'll see if Blaine Hunt will try to take off the second and leave first open. Wilson, the next pitch comes. Kiefer the swing. This one is into the left center. This one is going to drop. That will be a base hit. That one's still on the warning track off the wall. Kiefer rounding second. Roberts and Hunt come in to score. So a 2 RBI triple for Lars Kiefer. Post 22 is right back in this game. It is now 8-6. They still trail. But a 2 RBI triple for Lars Kiefer, bringing more life in for post 22 as Josh Elder will be the next batter up.
That's going to be the plate catcher, number 25, Josh Elder.
So the second triple hit in this game for post 22, Roberts and Kiefer, and it looks like we might see a pitching change coming for Rocky Mountain. Both Roberts and Hunt scoring the 2 runs there on that hit. So Blake Wilson, we'll see if he comes out. It looks like just a little pep up. Following back-to-back hits. It was 3 hits in a row, I apologize. Roberts, who singled, Hunt, who singled as well, brought in the run where Steen was, and now the 2 RBI triple hit from Kiefer. So Wilson and the coach still talking it out. And we will now finally get the new pitcher in here for Rocky Mountain.
Looks like I have a new pitcher for Rocky Mountain. New pitcher is number 91, Mickey Marlott.
So the new pitcher for Rocky Mountain is number 91, Mickey Marat. As another right-hander here for the Oysters, as he will get warmed up. So Elder, who will still be awaiting, he'll be the next batter up for post 22, with Kiefer on third with only 1 out. So a new pitcher for Rocky Mountain after entering the spot in the 4th inning. They were up 8-3, and post 22 comes back and scores 3 runs here with just 4 batters in this inning.
All right, nobody claimed the 50-50 yet, so I'm going to read that ticket again. If you don't claim it this time, we'll pull another ticket. It was a white ticket. Hopefully you didn't throw those away. Number 147445. It's a white ticket, number 147445. If that is your ticket, head to the ticket booth and claim your prize of $80.50.
So Mickey Marat still getting in his warm-up pitches before we resume here in the bottom of the 4th inning. A good opener here for post 22 on this first day in the Veterans Classic. The opening ceremony is getting canceled earlier due to rain, as the mist starting to die off a little bit here right now. Just barely misting. As Marat looking to be his final warm-up pitch. And for Josh Elder, who is 1 for 2 this evening. Having a walk on his first at-bat. As Coach Downs now will have a chat here with the home plate umpire. So Kiefer will stick on third following his 2 RBI triple.
Number 25, Josh Elder.
So they're going to look here at Mickey Moreau, the pitcher. So our right-hander comes in for Blake Wilson, who started this game. 8-6 the score now. As the pitch comes in, Elder will take a foul ball with that one. So Elder with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. 0-1 start off. We're on another look here. Here comes his windup. The pitch outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch is up high, that one for ball 2. 2-1 count. And a quick try to get Kiefer out there on third. As Elder back to work in the left-handed batter's box. We're on the windup, the pitch. This one down low, ball 3. As that one just rolling a little bit away there from Wright, the catcher. He was able to scoop it up. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. With Mickey Moreau, the new pitcher, who comes in on this at-bat to Elder. As that one is up and away for ball 4, so that puts runners on the corners. So Elder gets his 2nd walk of the game. This pulls in Hadley Burris. Burris, who is 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout. As Karn, a courtesy runner, will come in for Elder on first.
Courtesy runner for Elder at first is number 7, Richard Carr.
So Burris, who gets set and ready. Runners on the corners with only one out in the bottom of the fourth. Hardhats down by 2. As here's Mickey Moreau. As he looks back over to Karn on first. As the first pitch comes, Burris a swing, a foul ball. That one going into the netting. Trying to get a good one here off the rip. As they get set and ready, Burris back in the box. Following the foul ball. Moreau looks over to Karn on first and to Kiefer on third. Here comes the pitch. This one is down low for ball 1. As the Carolina Hurricanes in the NHL, they have scored to win in overtime over the Vegas Golden Knights. So now the Stanley Cup final is tied at 1 game apiece. Game 3 will happen on Saturday night. So 1 ball, 1 strike. They try to go to the pickoff attempt to Karn on first. They won't get him. So they will resume. As Hadley Burris looking over to Coach Dallins on the third base line, seeing what he wants him to do. 1-1 count. Moreau waiting. Here comes the pitch. Burris the swing as this is a ball into right field. This one is caught. As Kiefer thought about tagging, he won't. As the right fielder and Baylor Scholes making the catch brings us the second out here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Second baseman, number 3, Jackson Reeder.
So Jackson Reeder, the second baseman, 0 for 2 on 2 groundouts this evening, has picked up 1 RBI as well. So Kiefer on third, Karn on first, and now Jackson Reeder up to the plate. As Moreau giving the nod to right, another look to the runner on first. As Karn sliding back, he saw that one quickly even before it happened. So Jackson Reeder, who will still await to see his first pitch on his 3rd at-bat of the game. As Moreau looking ahead there to Kiefer on third. The pitch is outside. Ball 1 taken here for Jackson Reeder. As Moreau back to work. Looking again at the runner on third. As the 1-0 pitch comes, Karn takes off. Reeder a hit. This one into right field. That one all the way back towards the wall. Kiefer comes in to score. Karn the tying run around third. We are tied as Reeder running to third. He will beat out the throw. And that will be a 2 RBI triple, and we are tied. It is 8-8. Unbelievable game here in day 1 of the Veterans Classic. So Jackson Reeder breeds in 2 runs to score. One of them being Karn and Kiefer. And now Kane McLeod who comes up. So Reeder is the lone base runner at third. As Moreau trying to shake off that last hit for Reeder to tie this game at 8-8. As McLeod, the first pitch he sees, takes a foul ball, so it'll be an 0-1 start. As McLeod getting set and ready to see the next pitch. Moreau, the windup, the 0-1 pitch comes. This one drops in the turf for ball 1. Jackson Reeder on third was looking to see if he could be able to come home with that ball being very close to right. He didn't chance it. 1-1 count. Mickey Moreau. Next pitch comes. McLeod gets a piece of it of the bat, so the count will go 1-2. As Braden Stapert, the man on deck, who will get that ball out of the way. 1-2. Moreau, the pitch. This one is in for strike 3, as that will catch McLeod on the strikeout, so that will do it for the 4th inning. But post 22, they get 5 runs scored there in the bottom of the 4th inning to tie this game at 8-8. So we'll take a short break here on Hardhats TV. We'll be back for the start of the 5th inning.
off the inning for Rocky Mountain, pinch hitter number 18, Carson Beck.
So we'll see a pinch hitter in Carson Beck here, the leadoff hitter in the 5th inning. As Reagan Koskin remains on the mound after he came in to start the 4th. As the first pitch here to Beck, he will swing and miss for strike 1. For Rocky Mountain, as they were up 7-3 at one point, and now it's an 8-8 game. As the next pitch Koskin delivers, goes up high for the count 1-1. So a tie ball game here to start the 5th inning. As Koskin, as the pitch comes to Beck, a breaker. This is going to be a ground ball. That one going right into the Hardhats dugout. So 1-2 count following the foul ball. One, two. Koskin, the line back, the pitch. Swung and a miss, strike 3, catches Beck on the strikeout, brings us the first out here in the inning.
Strikeout to start the inning for Koskin. That's going to bring to the plate number 1, the shortstop, Diego Zamora.
So Diego Zamora, the shortstop who comes up to the plate now. Zamora, 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout this evening. As Koskin, the first pitch comes, this one, as they're going to check him to see, the check swing, he went for it, so the 0-1 start. As Thompson. So Koskin, who gets ready, 0-1, with 1 out on the top of the 5th. Koskin the pitch, this is popped up from Zamora. So the foul ball brings us 0-2. Zamora, the right-handed hitter, the shortstop, back of the box, as Koskin giving the nod to Elder. The step back, the 0-2 pitch comes to the plate. This one inside for ball 1. So 1-2 count. Elder looking towards the Hardhats dugout as he gives the call sign to Broden Sales. The starting pitcher now, Reagan Koskin, I apologize. Next pitch comes up high, that one for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out on the top of the 5th. And Koskin shakes off the first one Elder offered. He likes the second. And the windup comes, kicks and deals the 2-2 pitch. This one takes a bounce in the turf. And one goes for ball 3. So full count here for Zamora with the third baseman and Dean Marsh on deck. So 3-2. As Koskin. Full count pitch. Comes to the plate. Swung on a miss. Strike 3. As that's the second out here in the inning. So back-to-back strikeouts to Carson Beck. And now Diego Zamora. As Dean Marsh, the third baseman, comes in. He is 0 for 2. A line drive to left field and a fly out. As Koskin. Ready here for the first pitch as it comes. The drop. Got a piece of it there at the tip of the bat. So the 0-1 on the foul tip. New ball given to Reagan Koskin. Koskin set and ready. Next pitch coming, the 0-1. As this one is down low for ball 1. Fans not happy with that call. Even Steven count. 2 outs in the top of the 5th in the 8-8 ball game. As Koskin the pitch. Inside, swung on a miss for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. As Koskin shakes off the first one. He likes the second one Elder offered. Randy hurls one. The 1-2 comes up high. That one for ball 2. As Dean Marsh, the third baseman, ready to see the next one. 2-2 count. Koskin the windup. The pitch. Pops this one high up. Elder ditches the mask as he tries to go for it, but that one is into the crowd.
That is another
So
Jimmy shot.
2-2.
Foul ball out of play. Please
Chance here for Dean Marsh. So Marsh getting set ready following the foul ball. As Koskin. In a standstill, he waits and takes that step back. Here comes the pitch. This one catches him looking for strike 3. So 3 strikeouts in a row from Reagan Koskin to Carson Beck, Diego Zamora, and now Dean Marsh. As that puts away the top of the 5th inning. As we will take another look here at the remaining MLB scores of the evening. With some more going to a final. For any of the games that are going on, the Kansas City Royals up 8-6 over the Minnesota Twins. That one in the top of the 9th inning. That game was also in delay for quite some while. Dodgers up over the Arizona Diamondbacks 2-1. That one in the bottom of the 8th inning. And some more final scores. As we see the Cubs defeat the Athletics of a score of 7-6. Pirates defeat the Astros 5-1. As those are the only remaining near final scores there for the MLB.
It is a white ticket once again.
We'll take a look here at the home run leader. As that is Philadelphia Phillies' own Kyle Schwarber, as he leads the MLB in home runs with 23. The most stolen bases is a tie between Nasim Nunez and Jose Ramirez for the Nationals and the Guardians with 22 apiece. So back to post 22 and Rocky Mountain, we will still see Mickey Marat on the mound as he came in last inning in relief for Blake Wilson. So he will be done with his warm-up pitches. As this will pull up Braden Staper.
Up the inning for the Hardhats, number 30, Braden Stapers.
As Staper 0 for 2 on 2 strikeouts this evening. So Marat getting his final preparations before he will get ready to throw the first pitch. The leadoff hitter and Staper in the bottom of the 5th. As the first pitch comes, this one is down low for ball 1. As Josh Wright, the catcher, trying to pull that one up there at the last second, trying to get that strike call. 1-0. Marat with the windup. Staper holds back on that one, takes that for strike 1. So 1-1 count. Staper another tap there on home plate. Marat the next pitch, down low. That one for strike 2. So Staper, who is waiting patiently for one that he wants to take. As he takes a deep breath. 1-2 count. As Marat, the pitch. Swung on Staper. That one a base hit. Squeezes by the second baseman into right field. So Staper will get his first hit of the game on a single. As this will pull in Brixton Steen. Steen, who is 1 for 1 on the evening, a single and a walk. He scored the run to start the Palooza, if you want to call it that, in the last inning to get this game tied back up. So 1-2, not 1-2. New count here for Brixton Steen with Staper following his base hit on first. And the first one, this one will come outside, ball 1 start for Steen. As he waits for Coach Downs and his call. As Mickey Moreau with a base runner and Staper behind him on first. Next pitch comes. That one will go for ball 2. Right, the quick pop-up, looking to throw to first. As Staper didn't move a single inch. 2-0 count, Steen. Left-handed hitter playing first base this evening for Pulse 22. Moreau the pitch, a bunt placed by Steen will just go foul. So 2-1 count. Now with Carson Beck playing at third. That's where Dean Marsh was earlier. So a little bit of some adjustments made there for Rocky Mountain. So Moreau looks to Staper on first. It's a 2-1 count here for Steen at the plate. They're going to throw at first. Staper slides in on the pickoff attempt safely. Steen back in the box. 2-1 count. As Moreau. The pitch. This one down low gets away. A wild pitch as Staper will take off to second. As this will be a 3-1 count now here for Brixton Steen. That one trying to go for a breaking ball that fell right in front of Steen in his batter's box as squeezes by him and the catcher, resulting in a wild pitch where Staper advances to second. 3-1 count as Moreau. The pitch comes. This one is up and out for ball 4. So that will walk Steen. He goes to first. And now pulls in Aiden Roberts.
Over the batter, the third baseman, Aiden Roberts.
Aiden Roberts, who comes in now, he is 2 for 2. A single, a triple, and a hit by pitch for him this evening. So the runners on 1 and 2 with no outs. Moreau the first pitch. This will be a bunt placed by Roberts. The throw won't get there in time, so the sac bunt, which turns into a single for Aiden Roberts and puts the bases loaded. As this is Blaine Hunt, bases loaded with no outs. The last time Hunt was up, he had an RBI single. And that was back in the last inning, as we're going to see a mound visit here from Rocky Mountain. Try to see if they can cool off Mickey Moreau. So they all meet up there on the mound. So they all meet there at the mound. Looks like no pitching change will come. An 8-8 gain. Bottom of the 5th inning. Kind of been a back and forth. Postway 2, it was 0-0. Postway 2 came up 3-0. Then later it was 3-1, followed by 4-3. And then since then it's just kind of been a back and forth between these two teams here. As for Rocky Mountain, this is their second game played today, as they played right before this game. A little bit of some time off in between. So Moreau, the first pitch that comes to Hunt is up and out for ball 1, following the mound visit as well. So it's Staper at third, Steen at second, and Roberts at first. Hunt at the plate. As Moreau getting ready for the next pitch call. As it comes, Hunt the swing. This will be a foul ball on that first base line. So 1-1 count. Base runners will have to return. Hunt takes a big practice swing outside the box. So he gets set and ready to go back into his wide stance in the lefty batter's box. As Moreau, the next pitch coming. Hunt the swing. This one is back into play as both base runners, or not base runners, shortstop and third baseman miscommunication. 2 runs come in to score. They throw to third, the slide, as they will get him out at third, but 2 runs come in to score for post 22. As Coach Downs looking to see with the runner there on third, that one being Aiden Roberts, who will get out. So that will be a double for Blaine Hunt. Brings in 2 runs to score and makes the Hardhats back in the lead here with a 10-8 lead. So only 1 out of that whole thing. That'll be a 2 RBI double for Blaine Hunt. As this now pulls in Lars Kiefer. Kiefer on his last at-bat hit that 2 RBI triple and scored a run in as well. So Moreau looking back to Hunt on second. First pitch comes into Kiefer. This will come in down low. That one for ball 1 as White was all over that ball. Came in down low. Backstopped it. It was looking to see if Hunt was going to take off at third. Kiefer starts off 1-0. Burrow looking back to Hunt again there on second. He takes off to third. The throw. The tag. Gets him. So that'll be 2 outs as Hunt gets caught stealing. So 2 down. Hunt after following the 2 RBI double. As only Steepert and Steen, who came in for those runs, scored. As Moreau, the next pitch comes. Kiefer gets a piece of it there. That'll be for 1-1 count now. Mickey Moreau to Lars Kiefer. Kiefer making his 4th at-bat of the game. 2 for 2 with 1 walk. Next pitch, this one is into the turf for ball 2. That's actually a 2-2 count. With 2 outs here for Lars Kiefer, the center fielder. No base runners on. Moreau, the pitch, this one down low for ball 3. Full count here for Lars Kiefer as he waits on Mickey Moreau, the pitcher. The glove over the face, waiting the call. The windup, the pitch. Kiefer swings. This one is into center field as that will be caught by the center fielder and Eric Jacobson. And that'll bring us the 3rd and final out of the 5th inning. But post 22, they get 2 runs scored in that inning to have them with the lead again for the 2nd time in this game. They lead 10-8. So we'll take a short break here on Hardhats TV, and we'll be back for the start of the 6th inning.
Rocky Mountain, number 13, the center fielder, Eric Jacobson.
All right, Eric Jacobson, who was back here to be the leadoff hitter for Rocky Mountain. For him this evening, 2 strikeouts and a walk. The walk happened on his last at-bat. That's sort of the 3 walks in a row to Jacobson, Wright, and Cardoza. Last time those 3 were up. As Koskin takes the step back. First pitch of the 6th inning is in. That one down low for ball 1. 1-0 count. As Koskin again waiting. Takes the step back. The 1-0 pitch to the plate. This one is in for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jacobson drawing his line on the home plate. As Koskin, the 1-1 kicks and deals. The delivery to the plate. This one takes a bounce in the turf first for ball 2. As Koskin getting some grip there on his right fingers. 2-1. As Koskin to Jacobson. The pitch is in for strike 2. 2-2 count for the Oysters center fielder with Josh Wright, the catcher, on deck. as Koskin looking down the middle, waiting as he'll take the little step back. The 2-2 pitch comes. This one down low for ball 3. So full count here to the leadoff hitter and Eric Jacobson. As Koskin looks straight ahead. Gets the pitch ready. The 3-2 to the plate. This one catches him looking for strike 3. Brings us the first out here in the inning. And the third strikeout for Jacobson on his night. And now this will pull in Josh Wright, the catcher. And Josh Wright, 3 at-bats this game with 3 walks. So he draws his line. He gets settled into the right-handed batter's box. As Koskin takes the step back, the first pitch comes. This one is in for a strike. So the 0-1 start. Koskin ready to do it again. Giving the nod to Elder. Lifts the leg. 0-1 pitch. Swung on. This one right to Steen at first. Plays the ground out. And he will run to the bag himself. Makes it here for the second out in the inning. So 2 up and 2 down. This pulls in Gavin Cardoza. The DH, he has 1 strikeout and 2 walks. As he gets set as the first lefty here in this inning. Just the third batter with 2 outs. As Koskin, the first one comes. This one down low for ball 1. That one also outside near the opposite batter's box. That drop going in down low. Koskin, the 1-0. Pitch to Cardoza comes, takes a swing on the foul ball. That one into the netting, so a 1-1 count we go. See some action happening in the Hardhats bullpen. We can see a pitcher come in later as 1-1. Koskin with the lean on in, the 1-1. A breaker ball that goes high and outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Cardoza again waiting. As Koskin a deep breath, takes the step back. The 2-1 to the plate. Swung on a miss for strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here to Gavin Cardoza. At the top of the 6th inning, a 10-8 lead here for Post 22. Koskin the pitch, swung on a miss. Strike 3. And the third and final out on the top of the 6th innings, that puts them away. It was Jacobson, the strikeout right on the ground out. And then Cardoza also striking out for his second time on the night. So Post 22, they've had the momentum in their hands now here for the last few innings, happening back since the 4th. So we're going to see a new pitcher come up here for Rocky Mountain. This is going to be number 21. As we will see, I do not have the 21 here. It'll be a right-hander.
New pitcher for Rocky Mountain is number 21, Cooper Welling.
So number 21, Cooper Welling, will be the new pitcher. As Mickey Moreau, his night will come to an end. As Welling's night will just start here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 3 pitchers for Rocky Mountain. We've only seen 2 pitchers for Post 22. It started with Sales and then now to Koskin. For Rocky Mountain, it started with Blake Wilson, followed by Mickey Moreau, and now Cooper Welling. In the bottom of the 6th inning, on day 1 of the Veterans Classic.
Leading off the inning for the Hardhats, the catcher number 25, Josh Elder.
So Elder will be the leadoff hitter here in the 6th. Elder 2 walks here in this evening. Gonna walk on his last at bat as well. So here is Welling. Will be ready to go for his first pitch thrown in this game and in this tournament. He's Welling the deep breath. First pitch comes to Elder, takes a swing. This one is going into center field. This one is going back. It's going to hit the wall. Elder rounding first as the throw will come in. So that will be a leadoff double for Josh Elder on the first pitch that he sees, wasting no time. That one hitting all the way on the center field wall.
Number 14, Hadley Burris.
So Hadley Burris who comes in. Burris who is 1 for 3 this evening. A single strikeout and a flyout. So Karn who will come in as a courtesy runner for Elder at second following his leadoff double. And that's making that for the 12th hit of the game for Post 22. So Cooper Welling, just one pitch into this game for him. Next one is into Burris, that one for a strike. So it'll be the 0-1 start. Welling set and ready, so is Burris. Look back to Karn at second. Welling double taking back and forth. Next pitch comes. This one is down low for ball 1. That one got stuck in the turf between the glove from the catcher, Josh Wright. Burris a practice swing outside the box with the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Cooper Welling waiting the pitch call. He will get it. Takes a deep breath on the mound, the 1-1. Burris holds back. That one is in for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. At the bottom of the 6th inning, Post 22, Hardhats 10, and Rocky Mountain with 8. Welling with his call. The 1-2 to Burris comes, a swing. That will be a base hit up the middle. Karn will round third. He will come home. The throw won't get there in time, so an RBI single from Hadley Burris, and Bridger Karn will score from second, and it's 11-8 in favor of Post 22. So this pulls now Jackson Reeder up to the plate. And Jackson Reeder on his last at-bat hit a 2 RBI triple. So both him and Kiefer, as they have had 2 triples in this game as well. As Welling looks to Burris on first. A bunt placed by Reeder. This will go for a foul. That one going right towards the Rocky Mountain dugout. As the third baseman and Carson Beck for Rocky Mountain was trying to give chase towards that one. So Jackson Reeder set and ready following that foul. 0-1 count. Burris with his big lead off of first. Welling's going to double check that. Looking in the corner of his eye, the pitch comes. This one is up and out for ball 1. Burris returns to first. 1 ball, 1 strike for the Hardhats second baseman, Jackson Reeder. As he waits, Cooper Welling. The pitch down low. They throw it to first. That one won't get there in time, as that's the first baseman and Brady Gardner had a jump to make that catch. Didn't have enough time to pull it down to tag Burris at first. So 2 balls, 1 strike here for Jackson Reeder at the plate. As Cooper Welling looking back to Burris again at first. Welling waiting. The pitch comes. Reeder places the bunt right. The catcher scoops the throw. So the sack bunt from Jackson Reeder as he advances Burris over to second. As this pulls in Kane McLeod. Kane McLeod this evening 0 for 3. A pop-up flyout and a strikeout. So with Burris at second base. As Cooper Welling gets his pitch call here from right. A look to Burris now on second. Welling the pitch. This one down low for ball one as Kane McLeod looking to step into that one. 1-0 count. Welling gets his feet where he wants them here on the mound. Gets his call. Burris with no one around him on second. Welling the 1-0 pitch. McLeod a swing, a foul ball, goes to a 1-1 count. McLeod here at bat with Braden Staper on deck and Hadley Burris on second. Hadley got there following his RBI single, which brought Karn in to score to make it an 11-8 game here in the bottom of the sixth. As Welling gets the call from right. Another look to Burris at second. Here comes the pitch. This one is up and out for ball two to Kane McLeod. So Kane McLeod, 2 balls and 1 strike with 1 out. As he waits for Welling here on the pitch. I'll look back to Burris on second. Welling. The pitch comes. Down low for ball 3. Three balls, 1 strike now here to Kane McLeod, the left fielder, with Hadley Burris still stationed at second. 3-1 count, Cooper Welling, right-handed pitcher here for Rocky Mountain on the mound. Here comes the next pitch. This one is down low for ball 4, and that will earn a walk for Kane McLeod, as he will go to first and now pulls in the DH, Braden Staper. And Staper on his last at-bat hit a single. As Staper, he was voted best play on KOTA Territory Sports News for the play of the week on his two triples that he had last Friday against Sturgis. As now the first pitch he sees, this one is for ball 1. So the runners on first and second. A lot of post-swing to Hardhats making in the top 5 plays of the week for KOTA. 1-0 as Cooper Welling gets the call, looks to Burris on second with nobody on first there with where Kane McLeod is. Here comes the pitch. Staper to hit. This one is going to hop off the second baseman in center field. Staper goes on first, and Burris will come in to score. So an RBI single, and now it's a 12-8 game, and that puts runners on the corners. As now Brixton Steen who comes in. Steen who has 2 walks and a single this evening. Steen also having 2 runs scored. So the runners on the corners with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. This is Cooper Welling pitching. So places the right foot on the mound. Steen, the lefty, hitting first baseman. After Staper landing off the single, he'll take a step off. Staper, that hit went straight to the second baseman in Brady Aguirre. And that one just popped straight up and then rolling into the outfield. So the first pitch comes to Steen. This one is in for strike 1. So he goes to the 0-1 count. As Welling waiting. Gets the ball here back to the mound. Steen sways the bat down low. Staper on first, the pitch. Steen swings, a foul ball. That will go for 0-2. So 2 pitches, 2 strikes here for Brixton Steen, with Staper on first and Kane McLeod on third with 1 out. As Welling. One last check to Staper on first. Here comes the pitch. Steen the swing. That one up the chute and into center field. He brings 1 run to score. That's McLeod. The throw to third. Staper is safe, as that will be an RBI single for Brixton Steen as Postway 2 up 13-8. So Steen, who also advanced off to second there after the throw was made at third. So McLeod with the run. As this pulls, we go back to the top of the order now. This is Aiden Roberts making his 5th at-bat of the game, as he is 3 for 3, 2 singles, a triple, and a hit by pitch. As first one he sees, that will go for ball 1. 1-0 start here with 1 out. Hardhats up by 5 now. As Welling looks over to second where Steen is. The next pitch to Roberts. He takes a swing, popped up high in the air. This one is out into right field, as this will be caught. Staper tags from third, as the sac fly there from Aiden Roberts makes this now 14-8. And that will just keep Steen there at second.
That'll bring to the plate the shortstop, number 11, Blaine Hunt.
It's Blaine Hunt now, who comes in. Last time he was up, hit a 2 RBI double, as he is 2 for 4, a single, a double, strikeout, and ground out. He has 3 RBIs and 1 run scored. So with 2 outs and 1 runner on at second, in the bottom of the 6th, as Welling the pitch, this one comes in down low. That one for ball 1. Steen is held off on first after Wright backs off that one.
Will play the 4:30 game against Gillette, and post 22 will have a nightcap against Dickinson, as well as an 11:30 game against Laramie. So 2 games tomorrow for the
1-0 count with Steen at second. Blaine Hunt, the shortstop, at bat. Welling a deep breath. As the pitch comes, this one is outside, gets away from right, and Steen will advance to third off the wild pitch. So 2-0 count for Blaine Hunt. Takes some practice swings outside of the box while Welling walks his way up to the mound. So Welling, the pitch, up and out for ball 3 here to Blaine Hunt. So 3 pitches, 3 balls, and no strikes. As he will walk in to see the next pitch from Welling, and the man on deck is Lars Kiefer. So the 3-0, Welling the pitch. That one is in for strike 1 to Blaine Hunt. He'll take that any day. Coach Downs being enthusiastic here towards Blaine Hunt on this at-bat, trying to get a base hit with 3-1. As Welling the pitch, swung on a miss for strike 2, so full count here for Blaine Hunt as he adjusts the gloves and the elbow guard for him. Back in the plate, back in the box he goes. 3-2 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Steen the lone runner on third, and a 14-8 lead for post 22. Welling the pitch. This one down low, ball 4, and I'll bring a walk to Blaine Hunt. He goes to first. As this is Lars Kiefer.
For the center fielder, number 19, Lars Kiefer.
So Lars Kiefer, who is 2 for 3, has a triple, a single, a fly out, and a walk. So he gets set ready now with Hunt on first and Steen at third, as Cooper Welling looks back to Hunt on first. As the pitch comes, this one takes a bounce as Hunt already off to second. So he advances in a 1-0 start for Kiefer. As Welling walking here around the mound. As Kiefer swinging the bat down low. As Welling looks to Steen ahead at third. Next pitch is outside to Kiefer for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Kiefer steps back in the batter's box. Welling will look down the middle, waiting the call here from his catcher and Josh Wright. He gets it a deep breath. The pitch to Kiefer comes, takes a swing. This one is played to the shortstop. The ground out, the throw to first, making the catch. And that brings us the 3rd out there in the top of the 6th inning. So post 22 puts up 4 runs in that inning to now have a 14-8 lead. So we'll take a short break here on Hardhats TV and we'll be back for the start of the 7th inning. So new pitcher on the mound for post 22. It's number 24, Rowan Fredrickson. For him on his early season as well, 4 innings pitched, a 1-0 record, 9 strikeouts to 3 batters walked, and with a 175 batting average. We are 3 outs away from another Hardhats victory. As the leadoff batter here for Rocky Mountain, this is number 14, Brady Garner. Will be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Be Garner, Ellsbury, and then Scholes. For Garner this evening, he is 1 for 2, a single strikeout and walk. As Fredrickson getting ready to throw his first pitch. As it comes, swung on a foul ball, a 1 count. As Ellsbury will get that foul ball out of the way, and we can resume on. Fredrickson to lean on in, waiting for his next pitch call from Elder. As Fredrickson gets it, the 0-1 pitch comes. This one is in for strike 2, so 2 pitches for 2 strikes. Fredrickson, another look right down the middle, as Garner waiting here to get in the box. As he gets in, Fredrickson wasting no time. He's ready to throw the next pitch. The 0-2 comes. This one is down low and outside for ball 1. Trying to see if Garner would chase after that. He stays patient. Fredrickson kicks and deals. The 1-2 to the plate. This one is inside, right in front of the shins there of the first baseman, Brady Garner. So the first 2 pitches went in for strikes, the last 2 pitches for balls. As Fredrickson, the nod given, the 2-2. This one catches him looking for strike 3, and the first strikeout of the game for Fredrickson, the first out here in the inning. As now that pulls up Blake Ellsbury. So Ellsbury, who is 2 for 3, he's got a single, a double, and a ground out with 4 RBIs as well in his name. So Fredrickson, as the first pitch comes, this one is swung on a miss for strike 1. An early swing there from Ellsbury. As he takes a deep breath, he comes back in. As Fredrickson lifts the leg, the pitch, swung on a miss for strike 2. 2 pitches, 2 strikes, with Baylor Scholes on deck. Ellsbury back in as Fredrickson. Deep breaths, the pitch. Swung on, this one is up in the air into right field. Hadley Burris, who is under it and does not make the catch. He drops it, that one on the warning track, and Ellsbury, as he will go to second following the error. So that will remain only one out.
Brings up play number 25, Baylor Schultz.
So Baylor Scholes, as he comes in. Scholes, who is 1 for 2. A walk, a single, and a strikeout. So Fredrickson, who is set and ready. 1 out in the top of the 7th, a runner on second, and Ellsbury. 1 error each now here for both Rocky Mountain and Post 22. As the pitch, this one comes inside, gets away from Elder. Ellsbury advances to third. So that brings us the 1-0 count. Here now to Baylor Scholes on his at-bat, and they'll be followed up with Carson Beck. As Frederson giving the nod back to Elder quickly here. As the 1-0 pitch, up and out for ball 2. 2-0 start here for the Oysters right fielder in Baylor Scholes. As Fredrickson, deep breath, lifts the leg, pitch comes. That one is outside for ball 3. 3 pitches for 3 balls. As Fredrickson looks ahead there to Ellsbury at third. Next pitch is in down the middle for strike 1 on a 3-0 count that previously was. 3 balls, 1 strike. Frederson the pitch, swung on, got a piece of it there on the foul ball. So full count now coming for Baylor Scholes. As Ellsbury still at third. Fredrickson, 3-2 count, gets the pitch ready. As he's waiting, he delivers. Swung on and missed for strike 3, the second out. 1 more out. And Post 22 gets their first win of the Veterans Classic. So Scholes on the strikeout. This pulls in Carson Beck. Beck, who is 0 for 1 with strikeout.
1 out away from a win. Let's hear it.
The fans into it with only 1 more out here. And it will get the win as Fredrickson. Ellsbury still on third. The first pitch comes to Beck. This one down low for ball 1. Elder will toss it right back to him. Fredrickson back to work. Next pitch. That one up high for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes on 2 pitches, with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. As Fredrickson, the pitch. This one down low and outside for ball 3. 3-0 count here to Carson Beck. Looks over to Ellsbury on third. The 3-0 pitch. This one is down low, ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to Carson Beck. And that puts runners in the corners for Rocky Mountain. As now this is the shortstop number 1, Diego Zamora. Zamora, who is 1 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a single. So Fredrickson waiting. And Zamora, the right-hander, ready to go to see the first pitch that Fredrickson offers. As the pitch comes, swung on a ground ball. That one squeezes past Steen, the first baseman, into right field. As Ellsbury will come in to score. So an RBI single, which now puts runners at first and second. So Zamora an RBI single. As Dean Marsh now, who comes in, the third baseman. He is 0 for 3. But first, Elder and Fredrickson will have a quick chat here at the mound. So the first run scored for Rocky Mountain since the 4th inning, where they scored 5 runs in the 3rd. And Post 22 scored 5 in the 4th. As this is Dean Marsh, runners on first and second following the RBI single from Diego Zamora. Frederickson to pitch this one down low. Elder makes a great catch for ball 1. Frederickson trying to settle down here at the mound. 1-0 count with 2 outs. Frederickson will look back to the runner on second. Here comes the next pitch. This one is up high, ball 2. 2-0 count as Ellsbury, who scored that run. It's now Zamora at first and Beck at second. As Frederickson double checking the next pitch. This one is in for strike 1. So a 2-1 count here to Dean Marsh. Frederickson looks down the middle, gets his call. Looks back to second. The 2-1 pitch swung on a foul ball. That one heading toward the direction of the 22 dugout. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 more strike. And this game will come to a close. Frederickson ready to pitch here to Dean Marsh. Frederickson is standstill. He gets ready. Looks to back at second. Frederickson the pitch. That one catches him looking for strike 3. And that will do it. The final score, post 22-14. And Rocky Mountain with 9. So post 22 Hardhats, they come away with the big win after they had a 3-0 lead in the first inning, and then later were trailing 7-3, and they win 14-9 for a final score. So day 1 of the Veterans Classic has come to an end. Post 22, they get the win here over Grand Junction. As post 22, don't forget tomorrow there's 2 games for post 22 at 11:30 a.m. Mountain Time. Post 22 will be taking on the Laramie Rangers. That game will be streamed here on Hardhats TV. And again at 7 p.m. against Dickinson. At 7 p.m. that game will also be streamed here on Hardhats TV. So day 1 of the Veterans Classic has come to a close. Thank you all for tuning in here to Hardhats TV. As this is Wyatt Simmons signing off. We all see you tomorrow. Good night.